Imagine that you have to send your money to another part of the country, to another part of the world, in a very short time and with the low fees. So Ripple is a unique digital asset which is based on private blockchain and which is centralized. First of all, what is that blockchain? Blockchain is a very complex system which is, like, in short, which role is just to take the bank system spot. It allows consumers and suppliers just to connect each other directly with no need in the third party like banks. So Ripple has a very useful place in the market, in a service which is in a huge need. In this use case, Ripple is a great cryptocurrency and it has a huge potential. Okay, before talking about Ripple, let's talk about the way this information gets exchanged between different systems and different countries. For instance, if I go to the DMV in Virginia to get my driving license, and if I live in Russia and go there to get my driving license, I have to go through completely different systems, completely different tests. So the same what happens in the financial industry. So there are a lot of problems between different systems, and technology in financial sector moves very slow because as an industry there are a lot of requirements, regulatory. That's why, like, when you put more regulations, the system, okay, no. The more regulations you put on an industry, the slower it moves. So right now the banks are using the SWIFT system. I think you have heard about that. And the only problem on this system is that it's really outdated, it's really ancient, and it cannot co-work with new technologies, and so people cannot use the full potential of new technologies because of this system. So if you want to transfer money via bank, you have to go through 2 different markets because you have to exchange your currency. So this process is kind of complicated and takes a lot of time, and it costs fees as well. So but there is not a big deal just for banks. It's also a big deal for remittance. So let's look at Philippines or Mexico. There are a lot of people working. In Europe or USA, and they send money back to home, and they are using Western Union service, which is quite famous in the United States. And the problem with this service is, again, that it's very expensive, and it takes about from 3 to 5 days to send you money and get them. So Ripple is the solution for those problems. It can disrupt currency exchange, SWIFT system. It allow people to send a large amount of money to different countries less than in 4 seconds. So Ripple connects banks, payment providers, digital asset exchanges, and corporates via RippleNet to provide one frictionless experience to send money globally. And the thing is that Ripple is a new technology, and it's still get testing by banks, so you cannot use it like via your bank, but you can use it right now via digital asset exchange. So how to send money using this brilliant platform to another part of the world. First, you have to register on digital asset exchange. Then you have to exchange your fiat currency into a digital asset called XRP, which is used by Ripple company. So XRP is a fast payment settle in 4 seconds, and I'm going to show you how to do that because it all seems too complicated. So first, I have to register on a special digital asset exchange, and then I can deposit my fiat currency, for instance dollars, on my account. Here I can use the Visa or MasterCard. So here I deposit my money, then I transfer them to XRP on that exchange. I didn't make a slide of that. So, and then after that I can just send these XRP coins to another part of the world using the special address which is given to another person with his account. So all this process takes about less than 4 seconds, and the fees are very low. So yeah, and this is a really new breakthrough technology which probably will be get used, and maybe it's let's see.
Thank you.
that.
5:15?
Bill with.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me link a class to the
Right,
answer.
good. So I bet you use this pretty frequently then, too.
But it's like
Go it.
Thursday, bro?
it just is
Thursday.
That's okay.
this technology is really new, so it makes mistakes.
I'm like, hey ma, hey ma, come give me Wednesday.
Hey, how do I work this thing?
Okay.
How do I work this
This is our
thing?
last informative speech.
Yeah. Hey,
So it looks like we will be able to do our midterm on Tuesday and then not have class on Thursday.
Yes.
So we'll be able to do that.
So Wednesday, I'm about to go talk to Miss my lady down there, Miss Dr. cause I gotta make sure I get my.
It's good to communicate with your professors.
It is.
That's right.
They're nice too.
Mhm.
I haven't had a disrespectful professor yet. Good. It's so cool. It's like blues are cool at times.
Let's see, do you have an outline for me?
do what?
Do you have an outline for me?
Oh, I do, but I haven't printed it off.
Don't know.
Well, yeah, that is a no.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell the people what your name is?
Oh, wait. What do I click?
Say no.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh snap!